After I did the whole last, everyone's gonna get benched tonight, Starry, for not showing up for that, watching the gameplay. I see everybody starts showing up after that. Where's this enemy captain now? Yeah. This enemy team might be a bit late though, from what because their captain is in a 19-minute game. They might be a bit late. But let me set the lobby up in the meantime. What's that? I don't know. Oh, me. Or you. Still nothing so far. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Waylander Gaming. This is Waylander with Scarpskenkel, and today we'll be watching a game Celestials versus Nabjutsu. Two very good, very strong teams. It should definitely be an entertaining watch. So, Skarpskenko, how's the day going?
Good evening, Waylander, and thank you for having me on tonight again. Um, well, the day has been going. It was a long day, but I believe such do we all have, normal life stuff and all those things. Um, but I do have to say I'm actually very excited with tonight's game. Just coming back from the last match from Nabjutsu, I sure do hope they bring the fire tonight. That's what's got me all riled up.
Yeah, that game against Equilibrium. First match was okay. Second match they kind of got steamrolled. But A game or no A game, it's going to be a very tough matchup against Celestials. I mean, they've got quite a good lineup here: Pegasus, Daredevil, Toto, Grimjow, Baragan. Right, so we're gonna have to see how things go. I see that Nabjutsu, they are missing their Roma, so let's see how things go. Alright, so let's get started. We're gonna enter the banning phase now.
This should be an interesting phase.
Yeah. Or will it be the usual ban phase? Hayabusa, Ling, Hylos, Zask, Zushin.
Well, let's see if the teams did their homework on each other.
Well, Zushin, as per usual.
Then the high loss is definitely up next.
Yeah, the Hylos should be up next. And there we go with the Ling ban. So this should be followed up. I don't think with the Hayabusa because they do have first pick. Oh, Angela, very interesting.
They are not looking at facing Angela's ult.
Oh yes, there we go. Hayabusa ban comes out. So apart from the Angela, it's your typical bans. And there we go. Hylos pick since the Zushin is gone. Clever approach there. Ban the Zushin, leave the Hylos available. Because since you have first pick. How will Celestials respond? Oh, they're going for the Camilla combo.
Ooh.
So they should, yeah. We might end up seeing an Xbox on Celestial side to combo with that Camilla quite nicely. Louis always with the ability to get her team around the map. Lots of high potential. The team fights having a Camilla there. Bomber Clap picking up his Yuzong. General Troll flickering around the Nolan pick here. Is he gonna lock on? Wow, Nolan coming out as a second pick.
Roger.
But is it gonna be Roger Jungle or Roger Gold Lane? Do you think?
Grimjow's a jungler. Should be Roger Jungle.
Should be Roger Jungle.
However, just to get back to that Louis and Carmela. But okay. There was a swap.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Well, they know, Celestials know that it's only the marksman and mage picks left. And so the Bernadetta, they have the ability to dive the back line quite nicely.
Even with the Louis ult and the Carmela ult, they should be a problem on the back line, though.
Yes, that's true.
But
how the matchup is going to be between the Bernadetta and the Yuzong? I think Bernadetta, for the first few levels, might have the damage advantage. Okay, interesting Julian ban coming out, possibly to prevent combos with that Camilla Blood Curse ultimate. It is a very, very versatile ultimate. I mean, we're not versatile, very broken ultimate, I would say. It's just, once that ult hits, whoever gets caught in it, if there's quick enough follow-up and reaction time from your team, they're just getting melted.
But what I'm picking up from Celestial now, it doesn't look like they're going to have a frontliner. So they more than most likely would go for the flanking guerrilla warfare.
Yeah, there'll be a relying. It'll come down to a lot of discipline to actually play around that Kamala ulti. Oh, driven Grim on the Raja pick. He's like, no, I saw you show it too many times. No, 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 no. Thank you. I'm taking it. And Cactus
Oh,
Crusader with Valentina. So she's got a couple of ults she can steal here. The Kamala ult. Her main target's going to be that Kamala ultimate, though, to be fair.
definitely, definitely with that AOE, the CC.
Yeah. Valentina was quite a clever pick there, I must admit.
And we have seen Crack Dust Crusader on that Valentina before.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. So, I hope that Grimja, yeah, well, as we expected from the Kamala pick, there you go, Xbox. Not unexpected, Xbox.
Well, there they have their front line.
Yeah, they do. It was quite a very clever pick by Celestials and Grimjo with that with the Xbox.
But honestly, I have to say this lineup doesn't look bad. This is definitely going to make for a good and entertaining match. Waylander, I hope you've got your beverages there by you to keep your throat wet.
Yeah, it looks like an action-packed setup here. To be honest, I haven't seen General Cho on the Nolan in quite a while. He is pretty broken on that Nolan, I must admit. It's going to be fun to see how he actually tries to get into the backline. However, the last time these two teams met, it was Celestials that came out on top.
Was it a 2-0 situation?
Think so. I think so. I must just double check. I'm not sure. I think that game was streamed or recorded, but I must double check. Okay, so here we get into the game finally after the loading screen, South African loading screens, which are significantly longer than other places' loading screens. And if anybody from Moonton ever listens, I hope they pay a little bit of attention. So we've got General Chow busy taking that blue buff of his. Oh, a bit of a mistake from the Valentina, taking some farm away from her jungler right at the start. So Hylos sitting in position there, knowing that they're going to try and take that litho. Though General Cho, I don't think he's interested in taking or contesting that litho, knowing that Xborg will have, and the Louis would have a much stronger early game. The Retri comes out from the Xborg to secure that litho. Meanwhile, General Cho clearing one side of the jungle, rotating towards the XP lane. So that means they are just not really setting up for any ganks, just clearing jungle. Already he's level 4, so he's got the advantage on the Xborg in this manner. Meanwhile, in the gold lane, Griven Jim getting poked down a little bit, just trying to stay safe away from the Clint, knowing that the gank's coming up. His team slowly making their way up towards the gold lane, just to make sure that he doesn't die. Nice position. Oh, nice poke coming out from the Clint there. A bit of overextension. Camilla is underneath the turret, but I don't think they have the CC to get her down just yet. They're still sticking around, knowing the Roger is low. Ultimate comes out from the Xborg, but he's caught a little bit in no man's land. Nolan should be able to get the kill there. First blood goes to Nolan. Gurindra manages to get out. Follow-up damage coming in from the Louis. She manages to take Valentina down absolutely low. General Cho just trying to get that gold crab. He manages to pick it up. A bit of poke damage onto the Valentina. Follow up with a beautiful kill. What did I tell you about the General Cho on that Nolan? Some danger.
He is broken. But I just have to say, and to anyone listening, this the key importance to this game. I wouldn't say, well, it is one of the top tier items or things that you should focus on, and that should be map awareness at all time.
Okay, engagement by Bomberclad and the Yuzong onto the Xbox, getting a bit of his shield down. Trying to create space for General Cho to take that turtle. Camilla coming in to try and get some vision going there. The Black Dragon form committed by the Yuzong. Still floating around there. Trying to dive onto that mage. The Petrify comes out. Does she have the sustain to get away? She uses the flicker. They still going onto that the Xbox. His shield is down. Valentina, does she have the damage? No, she does not. General Cho committing the ultimate. Lots of skills used, but no one's down just yet. Bernadetta coming in, trying to zone everybody away. So a lot of action. Turtle goes to the side of Nabjutsu. Meanwhile, Grivendrim on the Roger having a little bit of hard time against this Clint here. I know it's not his favorite hero to play. He's still learning it. I think maybe his third or fourth game. But we're better to practice than in these custom games.
And a competitive match.
Yes,
at its best.
That's true. So Nabjutsu, 4-man down in the XP lane. Meanwhile, Grivendrim, flicker out with the Roger, but he gets taken down. He didn't realize that they had a 4-man gang coming up there, so it's just a lot of gold coming to the side of Clint here. Plenty of damage, done by Grivendrim just by himself though on the Roger, but
well, he nearly had that Clint. He nearly had him. He barely escaped with 1 HP.
But it was all in all the gold that they got from the turret and the gold lane there was just, it sort of balanced off completely all the other things that was done across the map. So Yuzong getting a bit of wave clear, getting himself ready to rotate across to the gold lane side, just preparing for that next turtle. We've got Cactus Crusader in the bushes while Pegasus and Grimjow trying to get a lot of poke damage. Again, the Roger falls, getting poked down. The counter engage coming out from Nabjutsu. General Cho onto the Nolan in the backline, manages to get a pick off there as well. Valentina with a stolen Clint ultimate. Lots of damage coming in from the Louis. She's proving to be quite a bit of a problem. General Cho again with that Nolan pick. He's just going wild there. Managing to get another double kill. I remember the time when he started playing the Nolan. It was honestly thanks to Rika. When he faced Rika in, I forget which tournament it was, where we played, and Rika just went wild on that Nolan pick. Oh, nice, beautiful pick up again. Nice camp there from Jandre there with the high loss to set that all up. And they managed to secure the top lane turret. Meanwhile, the bot lane turret goes to the side of Celestials. The Bernadetta managed to take it. And the mid lane turret falls. Nice push there coming in from Cracked Dust Crusader, making sure his wave takes that tower. The two of them camping. Nolan just waiting to see if he can use the Retri to steal a buff. No, he's not. I thought he was going to try and go in there for a quick steal. Hylos supplying a bit of vision. Everybody's up here. Meanwhile, in the top lane, further engagement there onto the Roger. Oh, nice damage coming out again from the Nolan. Bernadetta doing a lot of hard work. Stolen ultimate there by Valentina. Meanwhile, Nolan again bursting down that the Xborg. Wonderful play there from General Cho.
I have to say this, Nolan is problematic. The Xborg, unfortunately, every time he meets the Nolan, it's a RIP moment.
Oh, the blood curse comes out from the Camilla, but she doesn't catch anybody, I think. I think there is a blood curse. I mean, some of the animation here is very similar. Okay, so Clint manages to take down the gold lane turret as well. I think his farm's looking pretty decent. He's the highest farmed of his teammate, but just 500 gold ahead of his the Raja counterpart, so it's not too bad. Some poke damage coming out onto the Camilla. She's there trying to protect the Xborg from Nolan trying to steal his buffs again. Oh, Nolan coming in there, busts down the Camilla like she wasn't even a tank. Okay, so looks like Nabjutsu. Oh, again, Nolan with the damage comes out there, but I think he should fall. Xborg ultimate should finish him off. Xborg trying to get all the way down to the Yuzong, but I think a little bit of overcommitment on his part there as the Black Dragon form comes out from the Yuzong. Bernadetta with a beautiful ultimate onto the Valentina, but Valentina has that mobility, manages to get away. In the meanwhile, Lord is up. We've got the Roger pushing in the bot lane there, seeing that the Bernadetta made the rotation, but Bernadetta, well, she's got such a high level of mobility. We've got Yuzong just waiting around there, just waiting for the possible engagement. The ultimate coming in from the Lui, but she came in alone. Bombaclat engaging onto the Camilla. A lot of poke damage coming out. His passive gets procced, but the Lui follows up with a lot of burst damage there. Manages to take down the Bombaclat on that Yuzong. Oh, General Cho picking off that Lui. She was causing a lot of problems for his team, so he's like, no, it's time for me to get you gone out of this particular... The Lui is doing quite nicely, well, especially with her combos of skills, landing it quite nicely, doing a lot of poke and CC. Actually, I'd say burst and CC. So Roger starting the Lord already. General Cho just rotating around the side. Lots of vision coming in. Oh, Black Dragon form out already from the Yuzong. He's zoning them completely away, so it should be an uncontested Lord. Meanwhile, Bernadetta pushing down into the bot lane. Are Nabjutsu going to stay in for a team fight here? No, they just zone away, and because they have committed a lot of skills in taking that Lord. General Cho in the bot lane, trying to protect that bot lane. Strangely enough, Nabjutsu decided to clear the mid lane wave. Interesting. Meanwhile, Clint from the Celestials pushing down that top lane, hoping to try and make sure that the waves push it unevenly for the first Lord. Bombaclat does not realize that there are daredevils in that bush, otherwise you'd have possibly engaged on him. Nolan cutting the wave to try and make sure they at least finally get this the first tower from the bot lane. It's been standing for quite a while. Oh, Bernadetta with a beautiful ultimate coming out there, engaging onto the Valentina, and uses the mobility to get away with almost no damage coming out there. The Lord, meanwhile, falls there in the mid lane without actually having the mid lane turret being taken down. The bot lane turret has fallen the second level. Oh, beautiful damage coming out from the Clint. Manages to burst down the Valentina. Meanwhile, Roger and the Hylos managed to pick up the Xborg in return. Black Dragon form again committed. I would say a little bit early or late, depending on how you look at it. Oh, nice pickup from General Cho onto the Clint. You were saying?
I think that Black Dragon form was just to get a bit of lane clearing mobility from one side to another.
Possible, very possible. Zone them away so they can take this. Hyloth getting that ultimate off. Nolan going in to do the damage. Follow up by Bombaclat on the Yuzong. They managed to get 3 down, all in the mid lane.
Waylander, can't you feel it? Can't you feel it? Your seat is burning.
Yeah. Well, we expected a high intensity, high impact game here. Lots of actions happening all across the map. Hylos in a nice position there. But Nolan would probably be saying, I need my blue, I need my blue. Let's not fight yet. It is 35 seconds to the next Lord. And it is the 12-minute Lord, the enhanced Lord. Celestials moving together quite nicely as a unit. It is going to be quite dangerous to take this Lord with all of them alive. I mean, but you got to do what you got to do sometimes. It's because Celestials in their draft especially have such a beautiful team fight combination. They just needed to land once and it can be a wipeout, and that'll change the course of the game.
Unfortunately, just looking at the score, 15-5, you wouldn't just expect a small amount of 4,000 change in gold.
Yes, I was actually looking at the same thing myself. So some poke damage coming down to the Hylos. Meanwhile, Bernadetta trying to get into position to dive in with her ultimate. The Camilla with the blood curse comes out, catches two. Meanwhile, there's a General Cho with a lot of damage there, but he's looks like he's gonna and the retry goes to Grimjow, but General Cho manages to pick him up with a kill. So they've lost 4 for 2, but they managed to actually take the Lord. Retry going to Grimjow there. Very nice Retry. Clutch moment retribution. They're trying to zone the Clint away at the same time so General Cho can actually push down into the base. But I think he's going to take the turret and then retreat, knowing that the Lord's coming down and the enemy team is about to respawn. So all in all, how would you rate that exchange?
I would, that's definitely a 9 out of 10 for Nabjutsu. It's just unfortunate that that clutch moment of retribution happened there, but your General Chow, my guy, you are burning tonight. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, nice ultimate from the Hylos. Manages to catch the Louis. Damage comes out, but they manage to burst down the Valentina as well. General Choke getting some amount of damage coming in there, but it's a 5v3 situation. They're still engaging onto the Hylos. General Cho just trying to see if he can get into position to take it down that Clint. Does he have the damage? No, he does not. Now he's caught slightly in no man's land. The burst damage comes down. Meanwhile, the top lane pushing in. Bomberclat with the Yuzong engaging onto that wave, trying to make sure that it actually is not going to push in into the mid lane. But really, they should have been watching the top lane. They should have been. Very nice team fight there from the Celestials coming out there from the mid lane. As I said, anything can happen. Oh, beautiful ultimate again from the Bernadetta. Does she have the mobility to escape? Very, very nice play. Managing to get that mid lane turret in as well. Setting that up for her team. Very, very nicely. Grimchow again with the ultimate. I would say a little bit premature. Hylos coming in there. Clint manages to CC him up, so there won't be a follow-up. Game has now swung in the side of Celestials.
You look at that gold difference. It's just amazing how quick the gold can exchange. The gold lead. It is crazy. I honestly I didn't I didn't imagine it can happen so quickly.
Oh,
but I just
Crack Dust Crusader getting bursted down, being a little bit too aggressive there. Lots of damage coming in from the Clint onto the Yuzong after he took down the Valentina. So all the turrets looks like okay, except for the one last tier 3 here on this side. Everything's going to come down to this next fight. Celestials trying to get the wave pushed in, though they know that if they get enough burst damage coming out, they should be able to secure the Lord with the wave pressure that they have coming in. So sticking around now in the mid base quite a bit. Meanwhile, it's the Bernadetta starting the Lord. The 4-man team keeping everybody away. Bernadetta doing some damage onto the Lord, but she's going to need the team to come and actually help. This next Lord is going to be very, very crucial. Lord doing quite a lot of damage to the Bernadetta, but she's got it down to half health. Ultimate comes out. There's no way for them to go into contest, so it's just all hands to the pump to defend. Very nice play from Celestials, managing to swing the advantage back in their direction. I said from the time we saw the team composition, all they need was one good team fight.
Yeah, they were just biding their time. Just waiting,
yeah,
waiting.
Oh, it's Clint who bursts down General Chow there. The Black Dragon form committed. Are they going to manage to get the Clint? Yes, they do. Lots of damage coming out from the Roger. He's going in there, but the Xbox still has that immortality up. He's going to recall. Hylos poking away on the Camilla in the back line, but he falls to the Bernadetta. I think that was quite a bit of overextension on his part, especially knowing that the Lord was up. He needed to help his team defend. Bernadetta catching the Roger and everybody with a Purify, trying to create some space for his team. Meanwhile, you've got the Xbox turret locking there, and the base manages to fall. Well played to Celestials here. The game swinging back in front in both directions. Nabjutsu with the early game advantage, and Celestials positioning and decision making after that, bringing it all back.
It's just amazing how quick this game can change.
Yeah. Well, what I would say, I feel a bit sorry for General Cho on that Nolan. He really put
It was
in
a perfect match.
yeah, he really did some amazing things there on that Nolan. But time for the next game.
Do you think they will ban his Nolan in the next match, or would they let him flex it again?
I strongly suspect a ban.
Well, as I know Nabjutsu, they will come back for the second match. Let's see if tonight is going to be the first night where we actually watch a decider match.
I wonder. Okay, so we're just waiting for one more player to join the lobby for the side of Celestials, and we can get cracking with the next of this best of 3 matchup.
So, Waylander, you asked me about my opinion about that match, right?
Yes.
What was your opinion? Please share your thoughts.
Well, there was from the draft pick, I wouldn't say that there was too much of an advantage to one side or the other, though Celestials did have a better team fight combination, whereas Nabjutsu had more like a counter engage strategy. You got to see the difference between the two lineups when it actually came to the moment of team fights, but it was actually the moment the game really changed was with the retribution, and also with the mid lane team fight that happened quite strangely, where it was a 3v5 situation in the mid lane. And I was wondering what was happening. That seemed to be like a lot of miscommunication. And so in those two moments, Nabjutsu went from having a 4k gold lead to a 2k gold deficit. But as we said, these are two very, very good teams. So it's always going to be a case of punishing of mistakes. Okay, so we have a substitution happening in here. It's Grimjaw going up to just join me in the spectators lobby, and Coyote joining in.
As well as the Fiend.
Yeah, well, we have Bomberclat who's left the lobby. I wonder if there was a lag issue. Maybe they want to restart his phone or something. Okay, he probably went to restart his phone. I thought we were going to watch our first 4v5 of ever. I was like, this red team feels extremely confident going in 4v5.
Especially the way how they handled the first match.
Yeah.
But just looking at this from Celestial, this is almost entirely a different team with the substitutions.
Yes, it's Coyote and the Fiend who have joined. I wonder what they're going to be playing, what the positions are. I know the Fiend is quite a good player. I have played these. I think he's on my friends list. I've played with him a couple of times.
General Chow barking there that he was lagging. If that was the case, could it have been a better Nolan? Is he saying, or is he asking them to give him his Nolan again?
Probably. While we wait for Bomber Clutch to join, Mr. Skinkel, if you could just give me a moment to get that throat sweater that you were talking about earlier. Need a refill. Lots of talking was happening there. So if you don't mind, you can talk to the chat. You know what we actually forgot to see? There's always something I forget to see. You know that? I forgot to check on our live stream. Live chat.
And folks, that is why the doctors always tell you to stay and remain hydrated.
Yeah. So we got True in Africa saying what a comeback that was. A very nice comeback there. Well, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so well, no such time to get hydrated. Looks like we're getting straight into this next matchup. So I think everybody's ready. Let me press start. Let's begin.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Oh, that's some WWE vibes going in here.
It's actually boxing.
Oh yeah. Why don't they say that before the Royal Rumble? Oh, well, you've got Ling Ban coming out first, responding with the Camilla ban. Will we see the Nolan that you were saying? Bye to the Nolan. Oh, hi, Busa.
Oh, they are sticking to their guns.
Mm-hmm. That they are.
Only change up in the first bands is the Carmella.
Yeah. They decided against that Angela ban. Oh, wow. Interesting. Pegasus flashing quite
some skins.
Yeah, and quite a few mages there. Is this going to be a role change here? No, he locks onto the Minnow. Minnow with Diggy still open. Interesting. Do you think Nabjutsu is going to pick that Diggy?
Let's see if John Ray can. I know John Ray can play the Diggy, so maybe you're right. Oh, what were we saying?
Yeah, the Diggy just to counter that. But in even with his ultimate being countered and first skill, to a certain degree. I mean, you're obviously not going to waste a Diggy ultimate for a Minotaur first skill, but that amount of healing that you get from the Minnow, either which way. So with the Ixia pick, it looks like they're going to go for that set composition. But they changed their mind. Oh, very interesting with the Yin pick for the XP lane. So they're trying to counter the Diggy to say, well, when the team fight starts before Muno commits his ultimate, you just go and ulti that Diggy. Take him out of the team fight completely.
So, Waylander, my first ever hero that I mastered and went far and high up in the rankings was Mr. Fredrin when he just got out. It is Fredrin that got me hooked to the game.
He's not been played as much anymore as he used to, but he is still a really good hero to play. I would say he's fallen off a little bit from those days when you were talking about him. He was a monster when he was first released. Interesting with the Leslie ban there. I'm not sure maybe Toto said, I don't want to play against the Leslie as a Hanabi. It's just too much of poke damage.
And Driven Grim with his Claude.
Yeah, he does love that Claude pick. Gives him the ability to dive into the backline quite nicely. A lot of wave clear potential as well.
But just going back to the previous game, just with what you, well, with in general, especially in ranking, just stick to your guns. Stick to the hero you know the best.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
That is someone I haven't seen in a while. Joy.
Oh, interesting with the Zask pick there. He's very, very strong at the moment. And we've got Coyote with the
The
Granger.
Granger.
Got a lot of mobility there. Paquito is quite a good pick into this lineup. He's going to dive that back line and do quite a bit of damage. Yin is going to have an extremely hard time on that XP lane up against a Paquito.
So,
how do you feel about this lineup? Who are you
we've got
favoring?
who am I favoring? This is a difficult one. I was almost so excited seeing the Exia. However, I'm very excited to see the Fredrin play, but as coming with the team composition, I would say I'm favoring more Nabjutsu side. However, they need to control the Minotaur's healing. That might be problematic.
Hmm.
But then, why you are the pro with Minotaur, and literally you are the pro.
Yeah. Oh, looks like there's going to be a. Is there an AFK here? It looks like Zask has disconnected. Should I be pausing the game here?
Just put it on a short break.
Yeah.
Sorry, folks. Live action will continue shortly.
Yeah. Looks like we're gonna have to. Let me just message the leaders here and find out what's the story. Whether there's just gonna be a restart or redraft. I'm looking at the live chat here. They're saying both teams have some goofy drafts, and I would not disagree with you at all. The drafts are a bit strange to say the least. But well, sometimes strange is good. This is Africa. We seem to have our own meta here.
I see there's a few predictions here. 2011.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, there's no bets for this particular game. I don't know. Skapskinkle, are you a betting man?
Well. My wife wouldn't. My wife would say no, but I would say yes.
What the wife doesn't know won't kill
Unfortunately,
you.
she's here in the background, just giving me the stink eye. But look, if I'm hoping for a 3-game match. I've been asking for a 3-game match for a while now, so I'm in favor of the 1-2-1, definitely.
Okay, we're gonna give them.
What is your feeling towards it?
Well, uh, it would be the first time in actually since we started doing these 5v5 scrims that we're actually going to get a three. We would actually have a three match game. Though I'm not sure. This might end up being a bit of a restart happening here. We're going to give it one more minute, and then we let the teams decide what's going on. Whether they need to restart, reconnect. Okay, sweet, lovely. We can unpause. That means the Zask is back in action.
Ready, steady, go.
Oh, nice jungle clear coming in from the Granger there, managing to get his red buff quite quickly. Taking the small camp as well. I wonder if he's going to go and rotate towards the Litho straight away. Yes, he does. He decides to leave that blue buff for a little later. Meanwhile, we've got the Bomboclat on the Paquito cutting the wave, rotating across, giving his jungler a bit of help there to clear some of the jungle from the enemy side. So you've already got General Chow almost level 4. At the same time, you've got the Granger almost level 4. The Celestials rotating up towards the gold lane. They seem to, from the first match, love the early game rotation towards the gold lane. We've got Brody just trying to hold that wave to make sure that at least he can get some farm under the turret. Stun comes out onto the Diggy. He manages to get that second skill off. Beautiful from the Diggy and the Brody there. They managed to burst down the Granger. Very nicely played by the two of them. Meanwhile, General Chow onto the backline. With the rotation from the Paquito, they managed to burst down Minotaur. Pegasus falls there. Further engagement coming out from the Brody. He doesn't have that ultimate. So, you know, the Zask manages to stay alive, but only just. Meanwhile, Paquito jumps in there into the backline and takes the Zask out. So 3-0 to the side of Nabjutsu right there early on. So the game is going... Oh, Yin with a nice pickup onto the Xavier. I don't think Xavier's going to stay alive for much longer. Manages to get that the Xavier 1 kill onto the board for the side of Celestials. Granger starting with the turtle really early. Both the junglers are level 5. Though Granger has a slightly higher level 5 advantage. Oh, the Red Tree battle this time going to the side of General Cho. He must have been quite upset about losing that there. Paquito diving in onto the Minotaur, getting a lot of poke damage coming out. Meanwhile, Brody rotates towards the mid lane. Probably to try and get some farm. Getting some damage coming out onto the Zask. Trying to make him commit that ultimate of his, but he does not. Diggy in the meantime, trying to give a bit of vision, poking the Minotaur around there as the mid lane wave is pushed in. Brody clearing his wave. Trying to... Very nice from the Brody here. Can you see this little movement as he tries to keep the gold lane, the gold wagon underneath his turret there. Just to make sure that the waves kept on his side of the map.
Just slowing the game a bit down on his side.
Yeah, just to get his positioning right. And so if his team ever decides to gank. So the ultimate here, meanwhile in the mid lane, there's engagement coming out. Diggy with the time journey, but does not manage to save the Xavier, who falls to the Yin. Paquito also getting bursted down by that Yin. Yin is doing quite a lot of work there on the XP lane. Meanwhile, we've got Fred into the backline, trying to get a bit of damage onto the Granger, but ultimate committed by the Fred, but just not enough to take down Minotaur as well. He's a bit tanky, he has a bit that heal as well.
The one thing that you can't take away from Fredrin, right, is his sustainability. That man can take a lot of damage.
Yes, that is true. So Xavier having not the nicest of time here, just because the Yin just keeps picking him off. Meanwhile, you've got Celestial setting up quite early for the turtle. Paquito making the rotation across. Yin, it looks like it's going to be a full 5-man team fight here. Fred taking a lot of damage, half health down already.
Will we see another retry steal here?
Could be possible. Poke damage coming out too. No, it does not. Nice zoning from the Minotaur there. Meanwhile, you've got Bomberclap tries to get an engage into the backline, just gets busted down there. So again, from the nice early game advantage, well, even earlier, the tides have changed to the side of Celestial.
A bit more focused in this match than to the previous match. More map aware.
Yes, yes, yes. He's doing quite well on the Brody in this on this gold lane. He recalls because he probably is a little bit low on mana, but as a result, this top lane turret should fall. A bit of poke coming out onto the Yin. Zask again. And I mean, Yin again trying to target that Xavier. Xavier was in a bit of a bad positioning there. I don't know why he was following up so close. Meanwhile, as they exchange turrets on both sides of the map, top lane going to the side of Celestials, whereas the bot lane falling to Nabjutsu. So map control, gold, fairly even at the moment. With the next turtle coming up in the next 10 seconds, we've got Paquito diving in there onto the Hanabi. So it looks like they're not really going to contest. Brody trying to clear the wave to try and maybe take that turret down. Yen pushing in onto the bot lane. But there's Fred there to protect it. So it looks like they're going to try and take the top lane turret, and in exchange for the turtle. Though General Cho does come in, maybe trying to contest a little bit. Ultimate committed, Reggie goes to the side of Granger, and they should be able to burst the Fredrin down. Meanwhile, there's an engagement by the Yin onto the Diggy, manages to get a lot of damage out of him and almost get away, but he's waiting. Flicker comes out, committed by the Paquito, but Yin with that high mobility of his manages to get away from there. Gold extending slightly to the side now on the favor of Celestials with that both the turtle and the kill onto the Fredrin.
Well, Brody at least got his top tower objective achieved.
Well, yeah, that's true. The map control is more or less even, though again, the team fight potential still lies on the side of Celestials. They actually, even though I said both teams have very strange team fight composition, they still have the better of the two. So Diggy caught an ultimate, surviving for quite a bit, but they managed to get him busted down. Yin is causing quite a lot of problems here. But that's generally because there is quite a big disconnect between the jungle and mage and roam here on the side of Nabjutsu. They don't seem to be following and moving up close together at all.
And this match is also going to rely on a team fight at the end. And just comparing the two matches with where the previous game was with the KDA versus now.
So we have the first Lord up at 9.5 minutes. Both teams. Oh, nice poke onto the Minotaur, forcing the ultimate out. Meanwhile, a lot of damage coming in from the Granger onto the Brody there, but he manages to flicker out to safety. Ultimate committed again by the Granger, and Diggy with the time journey manages to save his team a little bit, but falls in the process. And all this happening just before the first Lord. We got Fred, who's going to be taken into the Yin ultimate, and does he fall? No, he manages to get away. He is quite tanky. There's a lot of damage coming out there. Oh, beautiful counter engage there by Bomberclat onto the Zask, manages to bust him down. But again, Diggy there caught slightly out of position. He's going to fall to the Minotaur Hanabi combination there. And Hanabi's just pushing down the wave. Meanwhile, Celestial's taking the Lord. I'm not sure what the Granger was ulting there. Maybe he thought that there was somebody in the bush. He's like, no, let me check the bush with my ultimate.
Keep the distance.
That is true. That is true. Just forcing everybody away. I'm assuming that was the purpose of it.
Just to imagine, the Granger was initially created to be a marksman, but he's been utilized as a jungler.
But there was a time, it seems like a lifetime ago. Oh, nice stun coming in from the Xavier into the backline. But whatever damage they're doing, it just gets healed up by that Minotaur. He's really making sure his team survives in these team fights, forcing Nabjutsu to waste a lot of skills. We got Bomberclad caught there a little bit in no man's land, trying to use his skills to get a big ultimate coming out from the Minotaur. Managed to get the Brody down. But follow up there from Fred manages to get one, maybe two. But Granger manages to take him down. It's only the Xavier and Diggy alive trying to protect the base. Do they have the wave clear? Lord coming in and taking the turret. Lots of poke damage coming out from the Zask there. They managed to CC him up, but there isn't really any particular amount of follow-up. Game is very much on the side of Celestials at the moment. They've got the turret advantage, they've got the gold advantage. 6k gold to Celestials at 12 minutes in.
The Minotaur is being actually a lot more problematic than what I expected. They would need to get that healing counted.
Yeah, but also it's a lot to do with discipline in terms of positioning. Because but you can't really say much because both the drafts here, both teams' drafts is actually extremely strange. There isn't really much I could say about, okay, there's a combo, the one that works with the other. Minotaur engaging onto the Fredrin here, but he manages to get out of harm's way. Again, nice positioning here by the Paquito. Just hoping that Granger would show his face, but no, he doesn't. Shows the necessary discipline. Again, Celestial is doing quite a nice job keeping the lanes pushed in, knowing that the next Lord is coming up. Showing quite a bit of discipline with this regard.
Do you think there might be a setup from both teams at Lord, or will it be another uncontested Lord?
Well, I can see that General Cho wants to actually try and contest the Lord, but his team is busy clearing the lane, so no, it should be an uncontested Lord to the side of Celestials here, as we can see. To take the Lord, going into the jungle, making sure that they've got General Cho doesn't get much jungle clear. Though you know what I've been finding strange from both teams in both the games? How much they both seem to love to push the mid lane wave instead of trying to get the lanes to sync up.
What is the golden rule when taking Lord?
Well, after you take the Lord, it's to make sure that your waves sync. Because you need to have the waves pushing evenly into the base. Well, ultimate coming out from the Minotaur, time journey from the Diggy, but Granger manages to burst him down. Again, that Minotaur is just tanking so much. There's not enough damage to follow up there. He's just healing his team back. Oh, the Fred with that ultimate bursts down the Hanabi. Meanwhile, in the back lane, manages to target lock. Well played to Celestials, taking this game 2-0.
And that's why I don't gamble.
Yeah.
Because I gamble with the heart, not with the head.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. All right. So looks like we're still never gonna get our actual 3 games to stream. Never. Well, thank you for everybody who tuned in to watch. It was a very fun game to see and witness. The first game, not a back in front. The early part of this game as well, but then Celestials with some very nice map control, decision making, team fight, and movement all together. So congratulations to them on the 2-0 victory. There was a couple of people who called it out in the chat. Maybe the next time we should put up a poll. Because there was some people saying 50-50, 1-1, a couple of other guys saying no, Celestials got this 2-0. I think a poll, Mr. Scarf Skinkle, would be in order the next time.
We can definitely look at it. I just need to say, and my take from it is, Celestial's mid to late game discipline is really, really good.
Yes.
Um, but then again, we can't just always rely on people to make mistakes. Sometimes your discipline is just too good.
That's true. Uh, I see one message there, Sky Piercer Gods in the group chat with the Yin and the Granger both picking up Sky Piercer there. Strangely enough, the Xavier as well. He picked up Sky Piercer as his second, say third item. Interesting from the
What I
Xavier there.
did, what I did realize on the couple of games I've been playing, right? It's Sky Piercer. I know it has been nerfed, right? But you can't really say it because that execute that it still comes through and it just finishes off. It Sky Piercer still remains the problem,
Yeah.
regardless.
Well, there's going to be a game that I'm going to upload. One of my own gameplay footages where I played Ling in a 27-minute match and lost with thanks to a Kagura Sky Piercer moment that got me at the end. It was a duo rank match. It was myself and Saint Irie. We were in duo together last night. Well, actually, not even last night. The early hours of this morning. I think it was around 2 o'clock in the morning. In that sleepy stage, busy grinding away, we end up in a 27-minute match. Sad.
Mr. Night Owl.
Yeah, but that particular game, right? I actually heard maybe one of the best lines I've actually heard in like those insult toxic moments, right? So we had
Yes.
two players on our team, the XP laner and the gold laner, who were, let's shall we say, on their own mission. And so
Yeah.
our mid laner, who's I think her name was OP Angela, right? That was the name. Was like these two gold laner and XP laner. With the amount of feeding they could do, Africa would never starve. And I was like, damn it. I was like, that was golden. I must remember that.
Hopefully we could utilize it somewhere. We could have definitely let's we could have definitely used it for the General Chow and his Nolan. But
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
unfortunately it was a bit lagging.
Yeah, yeah. You did, but that Nolan game it was okay. I know how good he is on Nolan. It's just to get to watch it from this bird's eye view was
Something different.
oh yes, most definitely. But again, congratulations to Celestials on the 2-0 win. Hopefully we get to see them again in another game soon. I will talk to Pegasus to see maybe we can get another matchup against maybe a different squad, or if he ever wants to play Nabjutsu again, if they want to challenge them maybe for a bit of revenge. Who knows? We'll talk. I am talking to quite a few leaders from different squads to see who wants to be on the stream and showcasing their stuff. So we will have Friday. Remember, don't we say that? We must make a small announcement on the channel. Friday, 7 p.m. We're going to have Plays of the Week. So all the games that we've been streaming since last week, Friday, which has been quite a few, we're going to be putting it up there, Plays of the Week.
Yeah, definitely. And MVPs and highlights of our most favorable moments.
Okay. Then Solidarity who definitely wants to join for some scrims here. Bro, it's you need to message me in game here. I don't really want to put my contact details on a live chat. We'll see how we're gonna. Maybe I'll just message you on your channel, and we'll definitely talk to one another, and we'll get some games put up for you. Most definitely, right? But I don't know if you're on the MSA group chats or even the most wanted tournament group chats. If you could message me on the MSA live group chat if you're there, just say this solidarity. I'll add you to my friends list and we'll definitely get some games up. You can t- name of team who you would like to challenge. We'll try and get it set up for you. But from myself, Waylander, And
Um,
Skanko, any
and
final
myself.
words?
I think we covered everything. There's not much more to say from my side. But yo, kids, stay humble.
Alright. GG's everybody. Thanks for watching.